Well, on the heels of breaking news, we have more breaking news. Guys, this is absolutely nuts. I know we talked about this, and I'm sure you've been made aware. Obviously, WWE has a deal with Saudi Arabia to go out there twice annually. They got paid the money up front by the government to put on those shows there. They're like big WrestleMania events. We all know this. And we had heard that amongst Comcast, Disney, Endeavor, and all the other groups and corporations that could possibly make that transaction to buy WWE, now that Vince McMahon is back and looking to sell it prior to the TV rights negotiations next year, there's a big rumor. I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. It is from Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, and it says, "Hey guys, one of the hot rumors is that Saudi buyers are interested in WWE. I've gained no actual information thus far to indicate this is actually happening, outside of a few vague hinting messages from people outside WWE. WWE contacts claim to not know what the hints were about. Let me reiterate, this is one of the things I've been told all the vague tweeting is about and haven't been given any real indication of it happening. I'm asking. Oh, I'm always asking. I promise you don't have to DM me. I'm asking." Of course, Saudi Arabia and WWE have that 10-year contract, and one of the things I talked about in either a ramble that's going to come out or one of the rambles already released is that Vince McMahon is probably going to try to stay in power. Just like when Dana White was president of the UFC under Zuffa, he remained president under Endeavor. Vince McMahon is now back, and I'm sure he is going to try to stay in power here. He wanted to come back and get creative control. That was a report from last week. He tried to do that a couple weeks ago, and then last week it was decided, okay, you can come back to the board, but you're not having creative, and then you had Vince McMahon and Stephanie McMahon both make the claim that the day-to-day operations from management to talent to creative, it doesn't change. Vince McMahon's not taking over creative was the insinuation, was the statement. But if you want a buyer that's going to allow Vince McMahon to stay in charge, Saudi Arabia might be the one, because if you have Disney or Comcast do it, they may look at Vince as a liability. They may ask themselves, when's the next NDA, hush money scandal, sexual misconduct claim going to come out against Vince? Saudi Arabia might not give a damn. So that's the big news I have. It is a gigantic rumor. Of course, there was a list that came out of potential buyers. Comcast was said to be the favorite, while Disney's right behind them, and then it goes down the list from there, Amazon, Endeavor, etc., of being potential buyers. And I don't even know if Saudi Arabia was on that betting line list that I saw earlier today, but Saudi Arabia was mentioned by a few different people for being a possible buyer, and it looks like they may be the front runner. This is wild, guys. Vince McMahon is back. First of all, he stepped down from the sexual misconduct claims. We never thought we would see Vince McMahon out of WWE. We saw that. Now he's back. Stephanie McMahon just stepped down. Nick Khan is now the CEO. Triple H is still chief content officer. He's still over creative. Vince McMahon is the chairman once again, looking to sell the company, and Saudi Arabia looks to potentially be the front runner. We will continue giving updates on this. Guys, this is a crazy time. I am just speechless. That is all I have right now. And like I said, they're looking to get this sale done this year. And the talk that I heard, I remember Meltzer said this could be done in the next few months. It could be done even sooner from the looks of it. But Saudi Arabia looks to be a big contender now for buying WWE. Comcast, I would say, is still a favorite because they own NBCU, they own Peacock, they own the USA Network, which is where Raw and NXT are on the USA Network. They stream to Peacock under NBCU. So Comcast, I would say, is still a favorite, but Saudi Arabia might be able to beat their offer. Saudi Arabia might pay stupid money for this because Disney paid billions for Marvel. I don't think Disney will pay the same for WWE. Comcast might not be looking to pay that much for WWE, but Saudi Arabia might just be willing to throw money at them. And Saudi Arabia, I would imagine, would be okay with retaining Vince McMahon and maybe even letting him be in charge of creative. And Saudi Arabia might not want to have too much because Saudi Arabia aren't going to know what to do with WWE, I would imagine, in terms of how to organize the company, how to run a professional wrestling company. Not to say that Comcast would, but Comcast would want to get their hands dirty a little more. Disney would want to get their hands dirty a little more. Saudi Arabia might just let WWE do their own thing. So from WWE's perspective, Saudi Arabia might be their favorite to buy it. Let me know what you guys think. This is insane. This is so insane. I knew that Saudi Arabia was a possibility. I saw the report. I've mentioned it, but they could damn well be the favorite. Let me know what you guys think. This is insane. Okay, before I go, I've just been given an update. This is from Steve Mollenhausen. He says, sources, WWE has been sold to Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. The company will go back to being private. Unknown if Vince McMahon will return to head of creative, but it is expected by some people. Cassidy Haynes of BodySlam.net said, for what it's worth, I'm told the Saudi deal is done, and they're taking the company private. Oh my god. This is probably why Stephanie McMahon resigned. All the shots that people have taken at WWE going to Saudi twice a year about the blood money, this is gonna be at a whole new level. So there you go. Supposedly the Saudi deal is done. You've got Mollenhausen and BodySlam.net saying, you got two different sources saying that the deal is done. Fightful is saying they're the front runner. We'll keep you posted on this, guys. This is insane. Let me know what you guys think. Stephanie McMahon is out, according to Matthew Baloney. Says gave a resignation today, days after Dad Vince returned. And then he posted her note to all staff. It reads, then, now, forever together. Dear WWE employees, about 8 months ago, I took a leave of absence and within a few weeks, unexpectedly, had the opportunity of a lifetime. I had the privilege to return as the co-CEO and chairwoman of the board of WWE. I cannot put into words how proud I am to have led what I consider to be the greatest company in the world, working alongside a remarkable leadership team and one of the strongest executives I have known in my co-CEO Nick Khan. Our founder, Vince McMahon, has returned as executive chair and is leading an exciting process regarding strategic alternatives. And with Nick's leadership and Paul Triple H Levesque as chief content officer, I am confident WWE is in the perfect place to continue to provide unparalleled creative content and drive maximum value for shareholders. WWE is in such a strong position that I have decided to return to my leave and take it one step further with my official resignation. So Stephanie McMahon is out. PW Insider also confirmed this news, writing, Stephanie McMahon resigned from all of her positions at WWE today. We're working on further details. McMahon held the position of chairwoman and co-CEO. So it seems like, for now, Triple H is going to be staying. She said that she feels confident with Nick Khan and Triple H still at the helm, being a part of leading WWE, that she's okay with now resigning. But this could be a big indication that huge changes are coming with this sale. This is crazy big news. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.